We're at the Muleshoe School Administration Building, and we're in the office of the Assistant Superintendent of Muleshoe ISD, and we want to introduce him to you, R.L. Richards. And you come here from where?
I've come from Texaco, New Mexico.
All the way from Texaco, our neighbor. How nice.
That's right. Just not too far down the road, but it sure has been exciting to come to Muleshoe, and everyone has been so welcoming and helpful to me. I really appreciate it.
That's great. We are a friendly bunch, I think. And Texaco being pretty close, we hear a lot of good things about the Texaco school system. And you have been the superintendent there up until this summer for how many years?
I was at Texaco for 22 years as superintendent and just had a great situation there. The Lord blessed our school and our students in a lot of great situations. And so I was very thankful for that.
Well, that's wonderful. And before you moved to Texaco, where were you?
I was at Portales, and I was in charge of a regional service center. And then before that, I was at Grady, New Mexico for a few years.
So are you a Land of Enchantment original?
I was born and bred in Roswell, New Mexico, back about the time the aliens came in. But
I bet not that long ago.
So anyway, and so my parents were both educators in New Mexico, but all four of my children live in Texas now, and my wife is a Texan, and so it's time to move to the promised land.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad to have you in the Lone Star State, and especially in the Mule Memorial City. So have you actually moved to town? I've
got a little duplex rented right now, and until I can get everything situated. We live in a house between Texaco and Clovis right now, and my parents live right beside me. And so when I find the right situation to move over here so I can take care of my parents still, then that will make that move.
Well, wonderful. Now, what is your wife's name?
Her name's Christy.
And how did you all meet?
We met at Lubbock Christian University, and had a time there that we met. And I guess our first date was we went to church on our very first date. And so she's from Crosbyton, New Mexico, and her family farms out in
Crosbyton, Texas.
Oh, excuse me, Crosbyton, Texas. Yeah, that's bad. That's Crosbyton, Texas. And so we met there in college, and her family farms out in Dickens County. So.
And they're still there in Dickens?
Yes.
So what was her maiden name?
Her maiden name was Edinburgh.
And who are her parents?
Dink and Jolita Edinburgh.
And so now your parents' names are what?
Marion and Mary Jo Richards.
And they were both educators?
Yes, ma'am.
And always in the Roswell area, or did you move around some?
No, actually my great-grandparents homesteaded in the Dora area. And so we had situations where we taught at Dora, and my parents taught at Dora. I taught at Dora. I had one of my brothers teach at Dora.
Really?
And so we're kind of from this area a little bit, but my parents moved to Roswell, and my father had a long and very successful career as an educator in Roswell.
Now, tell me about at LCU, you got your bachelor's?
I got my bachelor's degree in secondary education with emphasis in science and math. And then I went to Eastern New Mexico University and studied and got my education administration degree. And then I taught at Dora and Hobbs, and I taught math at the high schools there. And then I decided to go ahead and try to get my doctorate degree, and I went to Tech for my doctorate degree.
I see. So I really should have called you Dr. Richards. Right?
Yeah, either way is fine.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you in Muleshoe, and there's some other new administrators. Well, maybe not new administrators exactly, but some switches we have here in our administration of Muleshoe School. What are they?
We tried to make a few little adjustments. Dana Heathington will be down at Dillman, and then Cindy Basir, which was the assistant at the junior high, she will be the head principal at the junior high, and then Aaron Boatman will be the assistant principal at the junior high. So those adjustments were kind of made in administration and thinking that it's going to be the best for the students.
And, of course, Todd Newberry moved, so that's why that was made. But now there's not an assistant principal at Dillman?
I don't think so. Just the one, right?
So we have Dana Heathington there at Dillman, and that's for the students up through the second grade. And then over at junior high, which is the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we have Cindy Basir as the new principal, and she was the assistant. And Erin Boatman is the new assistant principal at Watson Junior High.
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly right.
That's great. Well, now also, I think we have many other new personnel and faculty members coming to Muleshoe, but one we're excited about is Anthony Gibson's brother has been hired as the new Muleshoe High School Mighty M band director.
Yeah, John Gibson will be here, and he and Grady Alberts have been working so hard trying to get all the band stuff organized. It has just been amazing. There's a lot of enthusiasm and excitement. They've got the kids organized with some Facebook stuff and trying to get them prepared to get ready for this year, and so it's been really good. And I guess Mr. Gibson will follow as well as his brother did back in the 80s, and so we're real excited, and he's very excited and enthusiastic.
I believe he came out of retirement, is that right?
That's true. He did come out of retirement.
And just in case you did not know, when Anthony Gibson was the Muleshoe High School band director, we did have a very mighty band. And of course, last year was a very successful sweepstakes band for Muleshoe High School. So we're looking for another Gibson to take over the tradition of a Mighty M band at Muleshoe High School. What's the first day of school in Muleshoe for all of the Muleshoe school students as well as the teachers, Dr. Richards?
I think we're fixing to start on August the... Let's see, be August the 27th.
August the 27th. It'll be here soon.
That's true, and we're excited, about all the teachers coming back and getting organized and getting their lessons ready for the kids, and then we're excited for the kids to be here.
Now, do you have new teacher preparation days or training, or when will that start?
Right. There'll be a new teacher orientation day on August the 13th, I believe, is the day, and we'll be meeting with the new teachers, trying to get them used to what happens at Muleshoe. And then the rest of the teachers will start reporting on August the 14th.
Getting ready for that 27th day.
Exactly, exactly.
And now tell us a little bit about your family. Do you all have children?
Yes, Christy and I have 4 kids. I've got my oldest daughter works at Texas Tech University in the College of Engineering, and she has a good job there. My second daughter.
Now, wait just a minute. What's her name?
Her name's Elizabeth. Yeah, and then
I guess she graduated from Texaco.
She graduated from Texaco and went to Eastern and got her master's degree there, and then she's working at Texas Tech. Okay. And then my second daughter's named Nicole, and she went to Lubbock Christian and to Texas Tech, and she works in the Dallas area with a human resource company there, and so she's been real successful there also. And then my third child is a boy, and his name's Levi, and he graduated from Texaco. He started at Lubbock Christian, and now he's going to chiropractic school in Dallas. And so we're excited about him trying a different venture other than education, and seeing how that works for him. And then my fourth child goes to Lubbock Christian College. She'll be a senior this year, and she's very involved there, and she's the ICC director, president for the all the clubs that are on campus, and so she's very involved there, and she'll be graduating in May.
Oh, wonderful. And so all 4 of your children graduate from Texaco High School.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about the successes at Texaco during your administration as superintendent over there.
When I first got there, I could see that we was having a little trouble academically, and so we worked on a few things academically, and finally our kids caught on and the teachers caught on, and we became very successful in a lot of academic areas. Good. And then as we do that, it's amazing that usually when most school districts, when the academics gets good and the kids learn some discipline, the athletics starts to follow, and you start having leadership skills along with your academic skills, and then pretty soon you start having success in both programs. We also had a lot of success in our FFA programs, and that was a real big drawing card for Texaco. As students came to Texaco, they wanted to be in FFA, and we were very successful. Teams go to nationals every year, and it's just been a good situation at Texaco.
Well, I think you'll fit in perfect then as a mule.
I am so glad to be here, and Dr. Sheets is teaching me so many things, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm excited. And like I said, everyone's been so welcoming and inviting, and I just hope that I can use my God-given talent somehow to help the students at Muleshoe and help the community of Muleshoe.
Well, I'm sure you will, and we hope that you'll call on us to assist you in any way we possibly can at Channel 6. We have been talking with R.L. Richards. He's moved here this month from Texaco, and he is the new Assistant Superintendent of the Muleshoe Independent School District.